What is up, IGs? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are going to be reviewing The Black Phone. Sorry this video is also getting up late. Not as late as in, like, the movie's been out for a while now, and I'm just not getting around to reviewing it, but also it's getting the time it's getting uploaded. Sorry. It's just like, sorry. But guys, hope you guys enjoy this review. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're reviewing The Black Phone, which I saw back when it came out. After we were a group of friends, actually. Don't do that very often. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis, shall we? Finney, a shy but clever 13-year-old boy, is abducted by a sadistic killer and trapped in a soundproof basement where screaming is of little use. When a disconnected phone from the wall begins ringing, Finney discovers that he can hear the voices of the killer's previous victims, and they are dead set on making sure that what happened to them doesn't happen to Finney. And that's all I can really say about giving out any spoilers. First off, this is a really good movie. On horror, this year has been really good this year. Obviously, you look this movie up online, it's going to say 2021. That's because it had like a film festival release, or something like that, in 2021, but it had its theatrical release this year. So I need to make sure I make that clear. But going into this movie, it was one of my more hyped movies from, more hyped films for, this year. Because the release date was being pushed around and everything, which is crazy. And I got super excited, for this movie. And when it came out, I was very much still enjoyed it. It wasn't as like amazing as I was expecting it to be, but it's still a really good horror film, and I think that it's done with such, I guess, cleverness would be not cleverness. I guess it's done in such a interesting way, I guess would be the way to say that. That the movie definitely works in a, I don't know, my brain is really having a massive brain fart right now. It's not a slasher gore fest or anything. A lot of the stuff, even though there is some actual legit horror, there's some stuff that does feel very this seems very real at points. This is at points, and it's scary in that regard. Before don't go into this movie expecting elaborate kills within that. That's not the type of movie this is. Which I actually have no problem with. The kid actors in this movie, especially the little girl, I don't know the actress's name, or remember the character's name, but she is phenomenal in this. I think she is really interesting, and the movie could have been about her mostly, and it still would have been interesting. Vinny is also a really good, first time, I did find that out, his first role he's ever done, which is, he's really good at it, and he's really well acted in this film, and he really did such a good job. The atmosphere of the movie and the sense of dread some of these characters feel throughout the movie is you feel it too, and I really think that's a good way to make your characters feel make your audience feel what the characters are feeling. It's a really good thing to do. The villain in here, the Grabber, is really interesting because he's played by someone who doesn't normally play bad guys. He was actually the lead in the first Sinister movie, and also, I don't remember who else he played. He played someone else in another horror movie, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it's really cool seeing him in this role. He does it really good. Has a very good, creepy presence about him, which I think is one of the movie's strongest suits, is that really creepy atmosphere that this guy gives off throughout this movie. It's really interesting and really can be really terrifying, actually. And it really works. And the stuff with the kid and him trying to figure out like everything going on and him trying to get out of this basement or whatever. A lot of them, you see him like going through these plans and stuff and everything. And the stuff with the ghost kids talking to him on the phone and helping him be like, so like the same thing that happens to you doesn't happen to us is really interesting. You really feel some of the dread in some of these characters' voices. Especially like the one of the kid that he knew personally, that was his friend. That was like really tough to see. Again, like, oh crap, the grabber got him. And also, like, there's some emotional moments in here. Like the two kids have an abusive father, and like you feel for these kids, man. And there's one scene in the movie that like I was like, dang, where the kids get into a fight with these bullies, and it's like super intense, like not even gonna lie, like it is very intense. But yeah, the movie does such good stuff like that. There's a lot of good things, I'd say. If I had to get any negatives, I feel like there are cops that are in this movie and everything. And there's also like this other guy's kind of been looking for the grabber and everything, and that doesn't really feel like they go much places. You probably could have left that brother character out. He's played by the same kid that played Eddie in the It Chapter 2. So I guess that's got it going for it. But besides that, this movie is great. I enjoyed pretty much every second of it. It was a really good movie, and like the setting also, that's one of my favorite things in the movie. I think it's placed in the 70s, and it feels like it oozes 70s in like a good way, not like cramming like this takes place in this time down your throat like some movies do, like 80s and 90s movies kind of do now. But this is really good way of doing that. Critics, if I actually can, critics give this movie a 38% on Rotten Tomatoes certified fresh, and audiences give it an 88. So they're pretty much on the same grounds here. This movie was done really well. Personally, I think I'd probably give this movie a 4 out of 5. I think it is really good. Probably not the best one of the year, but definitely a really good horror movie to release this year. Also, before I continue the video, sorry about this angle, and the mic quality is a little different than usual. I'm having to record differently, so sorry about that. Normally I wouldn't. Or do you guys like this? Let me know. You can see a lot more of my stuff down here. But that's all I gotta say for this review, guys. If you guys have any other, there's only literally just like as of recording this, it's like 2 days left of each other's Creepy Frights. So if you guys have any suggestions for the last couple of Creepy Frights videos, let me know down in the comments section. I want to get you guys something good for the last few videos. But that's really all I have to say. I don't really know what other stuff I can do for the... and yes, I know there's a bunch of other movies from last year I need to get caught up on. Don't worry, I'm going to try throughout the rest of November and December to try to get through all the movies from this year and last year that I haven't reviewed yet. So just bear with me there, and I'm gonna try to get to those reviews out to you guys, but like I said, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please tap that like button down below, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. And links to all my other social medias and other YouTube channels are down in the description below. Go check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!